Yo, what's up YouTube? So today it's BA Willie here, right? And I want to do a slow talk and maybe like take a minute, do like a garage special as you want to call it, to kind of show you what your gear on the streets will do at 65 miles an hour in a car crash. So, a little backstory about this. I recently got into an accident on my FZ, which is sitting over there in the corner. It's kind of broken right now. Got into an accident on that, and it's been a process. We're still going through the process with the insurance on that. But we want to sit here and take a minute to show you what happens when you fall at 65 miles an hour. Now, luckily, no other car hit me. It was literally just that car, so I couldn't figure out my crate. Alright, so pretty much we got your basic Icon boot you can buy at just about any ride store. This boot is designed, I think, to go up to about 80 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Now, it did hold up pretty well. I mean, it ripped out my toes, but so the thing is these things are still Kevlar lined on the inside, and my toes actually, I don't know if you can see that, did not actually go all the way through. I mean, it just kind of split the boot open. They really saved my life. To be honest with you, saved my ankles. They held together pretty good. Did what they were supposed to do. So, checklist 1. You want some boots. I mean, now, a lot of people aren't going to run boots. Some people might just run regular shoes, which, to be honest with you, I wear my regular Nikes when I ride my pit bike. I mean, what's the odds of me falling over 20 miles an hour? Probably not bad, but I'm also wearing like mechanics gloves and a cheap helmet. Well, it's not cheap, $129 helmet, so I consider it cheap, right? Let's see. Let's go over some like better stuff. We had a pair of AVG gloves, right? So these are full leather armored gloves. And 65 miles an hour, of course, you're going to put your hands out, you're going to catch it. So the back side, from where I've rolled, is torn up. Pretty bad. It's probably where it actually got me on my wrists a little bit. And other than that, the inside, this is the right glove. So right glove, pretty much wrist just got tore up a little bit. Knuckles got scratched. I mean, my hands are fine. I mean, this is like 3 weeks later, so I mean, it is what it is. Now left glove, however, it did rip open my pinky a little bit, so probably got close to losing my pinky there. I didn't get the back as much, it just tore a big hole. Now, however, it did get the palm of my hand, which I actually sustained no injury on my hand. Kind of surprising. But it actually went through the leather and Kevlar lining on the hand, which is pretty crazy. Other than that, the gloves are pretty good. So gloves is one thing that somebody always wants to have on them. I mean, you really don't want to ride without gloves because you're going to either glove a finger, which if you don't know what that is, go look it up. You're going to like get a bunch of road rash. Your hands are just going to get torn up, broken. Maybe the impact could stop you for a second. So, wear some gloves. Smart thing to do. Now, let's move on to pants. So, these pants, not all your average riders are going to have some pants on. And normally, I understand, normally on a normal basis, I myself am found riding in regular blue jeans. The problem with the blue jeans is maybe they don't have Kevlar lining and knee pads. So, to be honest with you, I don't know if y'all can see this. This is a pair of Iron Workers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Iron Workers. They are Kevlar lined with a mesh fabric, and they have knee pads in them to protect you from any falls. Now, they are literally lined with this mesh Kevlar lining all the way down till about your calf area, like into your calf area. Now, I fell in these things at 65. And to be honest with you, if I hadn't had these on, my knee would have been gone. Literally, there is a giant open hole in here. I probably would have been able to walk away from this crash, to be honest with you, if I had not had these on. So, I actually went and purchased a brand new pair of these, which, if you're in the market for these Ironworks, which is selling a cycle gear right now for about $100, if you're in the market for them, I do suggest buying a size up, because when you buy a size up, they tend to shrink in the wash. So you definitely want to buy a size up on these. Now, this is something I also am going to really suggest to any motorcycle, dirt bike, no matter what you're doing, if you're stunting, you really want to have a nice set of pants. Like, even if you fall in them, or maybe even you have a pair of knee pads under your pants, you fall in that, your knee is going to be a lot more protected. And take it from somebody who I've grown my whole life just taking a beating, falling, doing dumb stuff, riding bicycles, doing all sorts of dumb stuff, and now my knees are starting to feel it a little bit. So something with riding pants is great. Now, let's go to my vest. So, this is an Icon Field Armor or Striker rig. This is literally an armored vest designed primarily only to protect your chest and your back. And it's got these nice spines on it. Protective wise, I would say this is a pretty good protective unit when you're going, I don't know, less than 45. You know, you're probably sitting in a parking lot playing with this on, and that's about all you're doing. I actually had it on going down the road doing 65. If you pay attention, you can see where the chest protector actually along here caught some damage. I actually got my shoulder taken out a good chunk. Now this went through, so this was on under my hoodie, and I had t-shirt on under this. So imagine this completely took away the shoulder right here and went through my hoodie, this, and then my jacket, and just barely caught me, but it caught me, you know. The rest of the vest is literally leather and Kevlar under with some foam padding. Spine protectors are pretty dope. I did, however, rip one out. So if that tells you how hard I hit, I mean, so do I give it a good speed rating at 65? I would probably say no to the Striker vest at 65 again, because I actually went and bought a actual jacket now, which, if you did not know, they do sell jackets that look like hoodies, that look like any other normal workwear, that are armored and lined. So go look into those. If you have to, go to your local Cycle Gear, try something on, maybe fit in it, see if it fits right. If it doesn't fit right, move on to a different brand. And then you can go online from there and shop. So I guess we'll move into the hoodie. So hoodie, yes, a lot of guys are going to ride in it. A lot of guys are going to ride in a hoodie, long sleeve shirt. It's going to happen. Like, you're going to have squids out there. A lot of people ride in t-shirts. I mean, I live in Cali, and living in Cali, you're going to have people, shorts just like I'm wearing now, like hat on, Nikes. They're literally going to go down the road. I mean, the other day I literally saw a dude on a BMW, like a big adventure bike, and dude was probably in his 50s, had no shirt on, no shoes on, was literally just going down the road. Like, that's not safe at all. Like, dress for the fall. And I mean, you're gonna fall eventually. Clearly it happens. So, dress for the fall. So, hoodie is a hoodie. It's a Fox Racing hoodie. There's nothing special about it. I literally got tore up completely on my arms, and that was my own mistake because it was about the only part of my body not covered. And as you can see, this isn't the sealed side. I can literally fit my fist through some of these holes and these tears. It got me on my side. And got both arms. I mean, look at that. Got both arms. Is a hoodie protective? No. And we wear it anyways. And I think a lot of us wear it because it's hot, or maybe it's just looking cool, so it's part of the armor. You're just going to wear a hoodie because that's what you feel comfy in. Now, will I ever feel comfy to wear a hoodie and ride again? Yes and no. Yes, I might wear a hoodie going down like a dirt bike course or something like that. Maybe have like a protective vest on, similar to the setup I had, you know, like down a dirt bike course. But that's a different story. Dirt is different than asphalt. Asphalt at 65 miles an hour is like running your hand across sander. So if you can at least have something to protect you, it's better than anything. So having a hoodie with no protection at all, and it just grinds away, it dusts within like 2 seconds, probably not the best thing for 65. Now I keep telling y'all that I crashed at 65, and yet granted, I actually had no other collision with another car. I was bumped off into a median, and I had the perfect conditions to fall at 65. I got lucky. Now, still falling lucky, Icon Airflight. It's large. It is a solid mid-grade helmet. I think most Airflights mid-range between $299 and like $350. I don't know what to say. I put a new windscreen on it, clearly, which kind of gives you a good effect now. I don't know if you can see it or not. It got nice and scuffed up. Side plate, mic's done. All in all, you bring it down. The drop down is broke out of it. It does not work. None of the drop down pieces work. Yeah. So now this is a mid-range helmet, and there's literally like a piece missing. That's it. A mid-range helmet saved my life. So when you get down to a mid-range helmet saved my life at 65 miles an hour, you can clearly see I impacted within the high impact zones, which happen to be on the side of my head and towards the lower jaw. Luckily, my mic stopped me from getting too much to my lower jaw, but the side of my head. Now, something I want everyone to look at right now and think about it is, I've got my hat on, right? So, say I have a brain cap, like half these Harley guys out here that are riding around doing dumb stuff, right? That brain lid, if you look at this helmet, is about right here. So if I had had that stupid brain lid on, right, and fallen, I would have eaten the whole side of my face up. So, motorcycle, number one, must have, I don't care if you have any other gear other than it, you need a good helmet. You can go buy a $100 helmet and you can say that's going to protect your head, and the odds are it might protect your head. But doing 65 down the highway and then it grinding away, I have no idea. That's why you want to get something that is ECE, Snell. I think my new helmet is a Shoei. I literally went out and I guess you could say I got a little scared when I fell, so I went and got something a little bit higher price to save my head. So, all in all, like today, this was only a video strictly about showing you what happens at 65 to gear. It gets destroyed, and a lot of people want to neglect gear and they don't want to use gear. And the reason they want to do that is because they think they're cool. They think they can live forever. They think they don't rate to have this gear on. And let me tell you, at 65 miles an hour, if I had had my gear on the right way, if I had not had a hoodie and I had had the jacket I have now, I probably would have been completely fine. I probably would have shooken it off and then, oh man, my bike. So, with that said, wear your gear. Wear appropriate gear for the appropriate riding style. Just try to do your best in getting what you think is right. And minimum, come on, buy at least a mid-range helmet. $300 is not going to kill you. I mean, it's your head. You don't want to lose your head. Buy a decent pair of gloves. $100, yeah. If you have to, go to your local mechanic store. I'm pretty sure they're going to sell you some mechanic shop gloves. I mean, that's what we're going to get at about. And final, I'll take a good look at it. Right here is the new bike y'all have seen a good bit about. So right now it's still not working. We've got a part coming in Wednesday to fix it. Hopefully get it up and running. Maybe we'll do a different video on that. And to sign off, I just wanted to show y'all, I didn't know if y'all noticed it, So this is the new Sumo Crew. Yeah, Sumo Crew. Look at this. Urban Motors. Brat Powers activate. What's up? So, new shirt, hot off the print. And last, just want to say, deuce.